Hello, losers, cool beans, and other lovable weirdos. A little bit of a temporary extra setup here. I'm sure I'll ramble about it at the end, but for now, welcome to another little horror video. Today we have a beautiful little dark fantasy horror visual novel with a little plague doctor style character. The art style is The creators, Stray Feet, messaged me on Twitter and was like, "Hey, you play horror games on your YouTube. You want to check this out?" And I was just like, yes, I want to check this out. And then I got sick. But we're getting to it. Woo! Here we have Doctor, my dearest friend. I'll leave this stale world pretty soon. I'm still in the same town and I'm not getting any better. If you have a desire to meet with me for the last time, then use the worm. I don't have much time left. Yours, Amari. P.S. I'm not mad about the skull. If that letter alone doesn't make you as intrigued as I am, oh boy. Yeah, beautiful look at the art style. Look, I'm just like, he's adorable. Everything's beautiful, dark, and yes. So yes, Not Involved is a dark fantasy horror visual novel about a doctor who balances between helping others and taking care of himself. If you want to save someone, you will have to make sacrifices. How far are you willing to go? Being beaten, ostracized, having your limbs chopped off? You will find that this world doesn't always reward selflessness and a kind heart. Let me look at it. Oh, so it's a short little first chapter. We got choices, we got art style, we got a tense atmosphere, we got mysteries, we got trigger warning for blood, graphic images of violence, self-harm, and spiders, and, exploring beautiful themes like depression, self-help, and helping others. There will be more chapters to come. So, if you want to check them out on Patreon or on Itch, all the links in the description. Let's actually check out the rest of Stray Feet's hard work. See what the worm is, see what's going on with Doctor. Do we get to find out more about that skull? So many questions. Letter. My friend, I'll leave this stale world pretty soon. Yes, I'm still in the same town and I'm not getting any better. If you have a desire to meet with me for the last time, then use the worm. I don't have much time left. Yours, Amari. P.S. I'm not mad about the skull. Ooh. Well, Doctor, and of course, you will go headlong. After all, it's Amari who wrote this. I'm guessing they're a very dear friend. For 13 years, you lived well without him. Well, okay, relatively well. And here you are. Don't tell me that you're gonna use a worm for this. Sooner or later, they will drain you. Doctor, I won't forgive myself if I let Amari down this time as well. Oh no. What did we do in the past? Last time. Oh, don't make direct eye contact with me like that. I love it. Last time. Oh, I guess that's a worm. Underground worms came into use not so long ago. For a modest price of one memory, you could even get to the other side of the continent. They take your memories? Oh, I can see why that would be. You lose too many memories, what's left? I like that as a concept, though. So what do we choose this time? It's a long way, so you have to give something of value. Oh, failure. First potion. Exam. Failure? You make yourself comfortable, close your eyes, and... Ew, what's that smell? A mixture of rot, urine, and unwashed bodies. When was the last time a window was opened here? Perhaps a little while, mentor. Here is your first candidate. Okay. Take a closer look at him. What do you see? I've realized, there's this gruesome scene and you're kind of intimidated. But right now I'm just looking at, look how he looks just so adorable there because everything's making it look so tiny. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just... Like 2 minutes in and I'm like, hello, I'm in love with the main character. Will you be making plushies? Multiple cuts. He's lost a lot of blood. His wounds need to be treated and he needs to be given a blood transfusion. Otherwise, he'll die. That's right. Where are we going to get the blood? We'll find a donor. We'll use my blood. We'll use your blood, maybe? I don't think they'd like that. The logical choice would be a donor, but what if we don't have a donor? Where can you find a donor in a place and situation like this? Then we'll transfuse my blood or yours. Wrong! Get it through your head that our blood is incompatible with theirs. Oh. Yeah, what will happen if he gets our blood? Like, how incompatible is it? He'll die in agony. Oh, beautiful. So get it through your head and do not dare to forget. Oh, don't tell me this is the memory we're forgetting. No. Got it. Everything starts to get dark. Sounds are muted. Nausea sets in. How delightful. And here you are again, inside the worm. So this is what this was from the page. Pictures. I like how he seems to have like a wardrobe backpack. I'm guessing that's all his, medical stuff. Like that's literally a portable medical cabinet, but it's just a little wardrobe backpack. It's Stuffy and Cam here. It seems to me that I shouldn't have chosen this memory. I have a feeling that I could have used it well later. Well, I'm sorry, but first potion and exam sounded slightly more important. But I suppose everything's important and there's probably no right option as such. Just slightly maybe less oof options depending how this goes. Soon I will forget who I am and why I live completely. Oh, doctor, have you used worms a lot? Time to go out. This is your stop. Do the worms talk, or do we just know where we are? This town again. It stinks terribly. Could it be the sea of dead bodies? Perhaps. I'm no Sherlock Holmes, but I have a hunch. Just call me Shrimplock, except please don't. That would be kind of funny. In the no shit Shrimplock kind of way. It's the smell of rot, most likely coming from those half-decomposed corpses in the distance. Their howls can be heard even from here. I'm sorry, the corpses are howling? That's fair. I mean, we have a memory-eating traveling worm, Well, you won't find the way on your own, so you'll have to rely on the friendliness of the locals. I don't want to say I don't feel optimistic about that, but I don't feel optimistic about that. Nearby, you can see a frowny old man who's staring right at you and a skeleton plowing a garden. Behind one of the nearest huts, you hear a man swearing and the sound of creaking trees. Intriguing. I'm just like, a skeleton is going about their life. Isn't that nice in a game where a skeleton is going about their life and is not just an enemy? Good for skeletons. Approach the old man, approach the skeleton. I want to know what the noise is, actually. Sound comes from the other side of the hut. The closer you get to the building, the more clearly you hear a rough male voice and some wood rumble. Turning a corner you run into. Is this going to be a guy arguing with a tree? A living tree! Oh, well! That's kind of amazing. Like, that is kind of amazing. It is more dangerous here than it might seem. I don't know, maybe its bark's worse than its bite. Careful, it'll crush you. Oh no, run away. But the creature passes by. So adorable. Wow, what a monster. You need some time to pull yourself together. I mean, was the tree a monster, or is it just so big it didn't notice us? In the yard, under a canopy, you see a man lying on the ground. Is he okay? I don't think he's okay. What you staring at? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to disturb you. What was that, you yelling? Did this monster attack you? You out of your mind, Tiny? He wouldn't leave if he even touched me. Just like you won't leave if you say something that dumb again. Alright. You thought I pissed my pants at the side of this tree? Get the hell out of here. The man raises an axe over his head. Whoa, whoa, down, whoa. I can take a hint. With whom shall you try your luck next? It can't go much worse than getting an axe, like, nearly thrown at us, right? Right? I think I feel optimistic about the skeleton. Mostly because don't like that. Could be fine, but I don't like the staring intently. Hello there, skeleton. Good day to you. He looks up from his work and turns to you. Good day, friend. Ah, yay! Friendly skeleton. You are certain that if he had skin and muscles on his face, he would be smiling right now. What are you doing here? Oh, me? I'm in bed to help the old Zumar. His children left him. Old man has to work alone in order to feed himself. So I decided to help a person in need. You know? Is this our new best friend? Can this be our new best friend? Do you know how I can find Amari? Sure! Follow the road till you see a house with a spire. From it, you turn right, and the third house on the left, which is located at a distance from all the others, will be Amari's hut. What? You know what? Not that I'm sus. Not that I'm sus, but, I go for the dialogue options, as long as there's not an axe about to be thrown at me. I'm not fully dead yet, as you can see. In order to deserve an eternal rest, I gotta do enough good deeds to override my sins. 'Tis was lucky for me that Zumar accepted me help. Not everyone here is ready to even talk to folk like me. I'm not even talking about receiving any help from me. It's a little silly, of course, that we have to atone for wrongs we've done, don't you think? Yeah. But it is nice to be nice, but is it less nice to be nice because you're just trying to make a better outcome for yourself? But does it matter if you're being nice? Like, does the reason even matter? How long you been like that, though, friend? Tell me your backstory. Are you unsure? Oh, why are you telling me the directions again? What was that? I gotta get back to work. Thank you. You leave him standing just like that. The old man is still staring at you. Do you want to approach him, or shall we go to Amari? Oh, I want to approach the old guy. Be like, what up? The closer you get to the old man, the less friendly he becomes. Though it cannot be said that he ever looked like he was glad to see you. He smells strongly of alcohol and tobacco. His breath is hoarse. Lung injury, most likely. Asthma? Tuberculosis? Do you really care? Considering we are a plague doctor-y character named Doctor, I hope we care. Before you even open your mouth, he starts. Look, who's that? Ahem, ahem. Worm's maggot has found its way to our little town. Don't you feel sorry for yourself? You willingly give these monsters a piece of yourself? Are you in such a hurry to live your life? We'll see how you'll feel when they dry you completely. These worms, do you know where they come from? Ahem, that's it. They appeared out of nowhere, and you maggots are glad. Do you even know what they do with these memories? They keep them and wait patiently. And what are they waiting for? That's simple. They want to understand they want to understand how and by what we live, so that it'd be easier for us all to be destroyed and devoured. Hey now, is every giant worm a death worm? Come on. Is this Tremors? I don't know. That's right, gobble up. They know that if they start eating right away, they'll most likely be exterminated. That's why they wait. Cunning creatures. And folks like you help them become stronger. Oh, the spit. He spits at your feet. Well, should we wait until he finishes cursing, or should we go to someone nicer and stop wasting our precious time? I mean, not that I want to waste our precious time, but at the same time, what else you gotta say? These half-dead and skeletons ain't enough for us, so the Omegas have also come here. We should be exterminating creatures like you, so that you do not walk on our land and do not stain it with your existence anymore. Alright, calm down. And mark my word that your time will come, so you better not linger here. It'd be even better if you turn around right now and leave our town. Otherwise, I call the boys. They'll whoop you half to death, so you wouldn't even think about coming here anymore. Jeez, I feel like I've personally kicked his puppy. Well, you've surely wasted a lot of time, but you can still safely leave. Do you think he gets angry enough to hurt us? Maybe. Do I care enough to find out? No. Well, you've asked everyone you can. It's time to move to Amari. Yeah, let's see how our friend is. You follow the road, right from the house with the spire, and there it is. The third house on the left is on the outskirts. Nice house. Approaching the door, you notice that all the shutters are closed. Knock, knock, knock. You knock. Nobody answers. You knock harder. Under your fist, the door opens slightly. How will you enter? Gently and quietly open or kick the door off your feet. Hey now, the door did nothing to us. We'll gently open it. You carefully, without creaking, open the door. You are in the hallway. It's clean here. Looks like someone has recently cleaned. From the hallway, there is another door that you decide to open. And there, a smell of rot and decay, very familiar to you. What else is there to say? But the bird. Doctor. Amari? Well, what the heck are you doing? Thank you for playing the first chapter of Not a I have questions. We've put our heart and soul into this game, so it would mean a lot to us if you would leave your feedback on the game's page. Not Involved is and will be available for free so that more people can experience it. We rely on the support of our patrons to keep working on this great game. To be continued. Ooh, you gave me just enough to make me so much more curious. I loved it. I love the art style. I love the characters. I have so many questions. I kind of want to... I didn't save at any point. I want to go through and see how... If you listen to the... Actually, you know what? The other memories. What happens if... First potion. You make yourself comfortable. Close your eyes and... What's this place? Yeah, the lab. Been a while. Come on. Podio Maxima Curiositas. Only 3 ingredients. Which ones? You know, you studied. The first 2 herbs can be any of the Cham family. Wee Cham, Mew Cham, Catty Cham, and so on. But the latter must be not from the Rajibi family, as many mistakenly believe. Let's see what we have. See Cham, Fa Cham, Mia Cham, Rio Cham, Blazer, Rihanna. I come from the Rajibi family. Oh boy. That one? Uh-huh. Do you think I remember? That one? Correct. Oh boy. Blazer? Yes, it will do. Whew, short-term memory. Throw all the herbs in the mortar, crush them, and add a little of your saliva. So what's the final verdict? Great job. Everything's correct. Keep it up. Now let's go to the next room. Let's try this painkiller on a patient. Gotta see what the exam is. Here's the next patient. You need to find out what happened and prescribe a treatment. Before you is a girl who looks quite healthy, although very sad. Good evening. How do you feel? I'm okay. Well, I can tell you one thing. There is clearly something wrong with her. Does anything hurt? No? Hey, just check how she sits. Look in her eyes, on her hands. Apathy, depression, all at once. Turns out he tricked you. You'll have to work with mental illnesses as well. This is going to be fun. Say nothing. Try to identify the cause. Yeah, we're just gonna try and do our best. Well, you haven't felt good lately. What activities do you find enjoyable, if any? I like to lie and do nothing. Just lie down and stare at the ceiling, at the walls. It's nice to hold the little one in my arms sometimes. This reminds me of my mother, about how good she was. Are you eating enough? I can't even look at food. After our father left, I only cook for the little one. It is very important to have the strength for everyday affairs and for taking care of the little one. Yes, I understand that. I try to eat at least a small crust of bread once a day. Think you've learned enough? Of course, you could ask further, but this is not your field. The girl is clearly depressed. And how can we help her? Maybe that should help you, but in general, it's all in your head. Just cheer up. You need to smile more. Life will be better. Oh boy, here's your medicine. Release the symptoms, help relieve the symptoms, and here are some tips. Yeah, let's not be just cheer up or just smile more. Ah! Fortunately, we have very few people who are ready to help you with conversations at the moment. It's certainly not perfect, but it might work. Try to find people who are ready to support you spiritually. That is, to talk to you. For example, your relatives, friends, and in some cases, religion. Some do not require you to join them, and are ready to help for free. I know that you now have a younger sister whom you are looking after. This is very good. She is your anchor that keeps you from drowning in your depression. The medicine is taken twice a day, in the morning and evening. There may be side effects such as nausea, diarrhea, and palpitations, but don't worry, it'll pass soon enough. It's not forever. After 2 weeks or so, you will definitely feel better. As you get better, try to find people. Socialization is very important, but don't overdo it. If you feel like you're starting to get tired of it, give yourself a break. Correct. Support from people is very important in times like these. Excellent. Yeah, great job. You weren't ready, but you did the job. Hey, so that... Wish no harm. Don't give a crap if you wish me here. And why not? Maybe I can help. You got a death wish, boy? You think that since I have no legs, I need someone's help? The Max lowers the axe on you. Oof. You barely dodged the blade. Run away. If not help, I can at least listen to what's troubling you. The man raises his axe over his head again. This is dangerous. Do you know what you're doing? Do not move. Look him straight in the eye. Try to dodge. He wouldn't, right? But except he already did, so... Yep, you dodged a blow and decided to hastily retreat. The man is not following you. Either he can't, or he decided that you weren't worth it. And you decide not to bother him, because you will no longer get useful information from him. So we keep listening once, get through this, and then if we keep listening, this is new. And no folk like you come gain trust from some dumbasses. I ain't like that. I know your nature. It's just that no one listens to me. So yeah, you'll gain our trust, say that you're friends to us, and then one after the other, you slaughter our young'uns. That's the first thing. I'm sorry, did this happen to like your kids or something? What? You make them stinking and screaming dead bodies come to our town? That's right, I know that this is your doing. There was no such thing before. How many years I've lived here, there was nothing like that. We're driving them away and you are bringing them back. That's the secret thing. You make us starve. You make us freeze. You spread disease. That'd be 3 more. 3 more. All this here 'cause of you. If I wasn't so tired, I'd have killed you right at this here spot. It done took me the whole day to work in this here field. What you staring at? So yeah, you turn around and get the hell out of here right now. Do you understand? Otherwise, I'll go call the boys so they help me send you away with a pitchfork. Death to maggots! Death to maggots! Wow. I would strongly advise you to go ask someone else for directions and quickly. I'm not the one in a hurry to Amari. What if I keep standing? Death to maggots! Death to maggots! The wheezing. Better get away before he dies at your feet. Otherwise you won't be able to prove that you did nothing wrong. You think I'm kidding? Ooh, ow. We bleed. Get the hell out of this madman. Get the hell out of this madman. Yeah, I run away. Thought I was just a grumpy old fella. Maggots. Jeez. Well, the last hope remains the skeleton will be able to tell you away and that he won't be so hostile. Good day. He's not alone, so he hits me from time to time as well. He's not evil, he's just a broken man. Okay, so that is chapter 1 of Involved. I hope you enjoyed it. I definitely look forward to checking out the rest of the game. I'm very intrigued what is going on in this world. What's the deal? What are the worms? Like, are the worms as bad as that old guy? You know, I mean, considering they take a memory as payment, yes, that could get bad. But are they inherently bad, or as long as you don't overdo it, bad? Like, you know, do they have a destructive agenda like the old man is very certain of? What's going on with Amari? What did the birds do wrong? Nothing, I say. And is Doctor going to be okay through all this? Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a sliced day. If you enjoyed this, feel free to check out my channel. I have a variety of horror content. Little short things like this, bigger series like Resident Evil, 101,000 things that I have yet to play and I'm hyped to get to. And as far as the location goes, I'm at my boyfriend's a lot. Sometimes at weekends I'm like, well, so much to do. And he was like, you can totally use my computer. So